Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a great day, great week so far. It is very cold out right now in Buffalo. It's my car is reading 10 degrees. I think it's something like 15 or something like that. It's Friday. Can't wait for the weekend. I'm going to volunteer currently right now for work, so I have basically a free day off. So I have to be really honest with you guys. As of late, I have been really down in the sense of the season. So for those of you that live in colder climates, maybe you guys would understand me. Seasonal depression, SAD, aka, is very real, and every time around this year, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, it's so, I don't even know how to say it. It's like the most frustrating, depressing thing when the weather changes over. And this year has been unseasonably cold for this time of the year, and we've gotten some snow, nothing like too crazy, a couple inches, but it's been really cold, and the seasons just changed like really fast. Like I went to Puerto Rico on vacation. For those of you that don't know, I did post, on the YouTube feed, and for those of you that know me, and follow me on my socials, I was in Puerto Rico the first week of November, and we were there for 8 days. It was beautiful, amazing. When I came back, it was like, I don't know what the heck it is. It's like 32 degrees and it was snowing outside. So I've never actually taken a trip in like the winter months. Typically, like, they're always, well, I mean, like in fall, I've taken them in November and stuff like that before, but it's never been like really that cold when I came back. So this time around, I was struggle bus immediately once I got off that plane. Imagine going from 90-degree weather to 30s and snow. Awful. So again, it's been really messing with me over these past, I've been back from Puerto Rico for 3 weeks now. And honestly, I haven't looked at any of the footage from Puerto Rico to even start editing it. I eventually will. But I think right now I'm just in the mindset of, and I apologize if there's a lot of noise. I got my jacket on because it's freezing in here in this. Every time I move, I don't know if that you guys can hear that or not, but I plan on getting this video out. I'm hoping in the next week. I gotta speed up a little bit here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. There's a lot of footage to go through. I recorded a ton of stuff. I'm not going to get too specific into it. If you want to see that video, like I said, it'll be dropped hopefully in the next week or so. But I have a lot of footage to go through, and looking at the footage, some of it, like just while I was on the plane, and then coming back here, like, it's just so depressing to look at. And maybe it sounds silly to some of you guys, I don't know. But honestly, like, I really wish that I lived in a warmer climate. Like, this weather is such a downer. So I lived here my entire life, and I'm gonna be 36 this coming year. I've always said it's time for a change, but every time I try to get up and leave, like, my family's here, so that's one hard thing to do. But also my job, like, I really, I've been here over 10 years now working at my current job, so I've really built a good relationship with everybody, a good foundation. Trying to get into management someday, so I really don't want to kind of reset that and start from scratch, somewhere else. And honestly, places that we looked, I really don't want to move to Florida. Like, it's a vacation spot for me. I don't think I can ever see myself living there. Maybe the Carolinas one day we can go down there and visit, and maybe I'll like it. I'm not sure. But this is home, unfortunately, for the time being, so kind of have to deal with it. But let me know if you guys experience seasonal depression. It's a real thing. again, it hits me hard every year. I think there's maybe like 1 year where like I was okay with it, but it's been rough. But let me give you a few updates here. So week before Thanksgiving, we did get another dog. So you guys know I had Cooper. Some of you may or may not know, if unless you see my first video, which if you haven't, go check that out. That's all about me and, you know, about my hobbies and what I'm into and everything. But we did get another miniature dachshund from the same breeder where we got my first dog from. She's 1 year old, and it's Cooper's niece. And I'm gonna share some of that footage with you guys now. She's been amazing. So let me share the kind of the, oh man, this traffic is nuts. Let me share the footage with you of the day that we went to go pick her up and the succeeding day after that, I believe. I'm not sure what I have recorded, but here, just give me a second. I'll load that and then I'll be right back with you guys.
What's up, everybody? We are on our way to pick up a second dog. We're getting another miniature dachshund. So stay tuned. She's awesome. She looks really cute in videos and pictures. I'm sure she's gonna be a little terror when we get her, but a little background story. So the breeder that we got Cooper from, she lives in Cooperstown, New York. Cooper just turned 2 years old last month in October. The plan was always to get a second dog for him. We always wanted to just have a companion. I never had 2 dogs before. This is the first time I'm ever going through it in my life. Growing up, we always had big dogs, Rottweilers, pit bulls, and everything like that. So once I moved out, I actually got a Yorkie with my wife for the first time. We had a little dog, and once I moved out and got my own place, me and my wife got a toy Yorkie. He was about 3.5, 4 pounds. His name was Vinny. Unfortunately, he lived a great long life. He was 16 years old by the time we had to put him down. And after that, then, you know, we got Cooper, I'd say 3 to 4 months after that. Hardest time of my life trying to put him down. Honestly, like just being there, being with him, you know, when he took his last breath, it was a lot. My wife and my daughter will never do it again, they said, but I can appreciate it because growing up, like all the dogs that I've had, I had 3 growing up, and I never really got closure with any of that. That was just something that my dad took care of, and you know, that was, you know, the last time I seen him was the last time I seen him. I didn't see him when they were sick or anything, which is good, but at the same time, I kind of wish I had that closure. With that being said, though, we're going today. It's about a 4-hour drive, and actually, let me back up. I'm losing my train of thought here. So initially we weren't sure if we wanted another dog right away or even at all, but convinced my wife that, you know, I think it was right for us to get another one, just because the house felt really empty. I felt like we were missing something. So we started looking up dachshunds. She always wanted a little miniature, you know, wiener dog, and we ended up finding a breeder that was about 4 hours away from us. And obviously the rest is history. Cooper's been with us for the past, you know, 1.5 years now. We got him, I think his gotcha day is actually maybe this weekend or last weekend. We got him right before, I think it was Thanksgiving or Christmas. I can't remember what day it was, but we got him. And then plan was to get a second one, you know, within the year or two. And our breeder, where we got him from, messaged us not too long ago that she had a boy that was cream. We were looking for a cream one. And it just wasn't the right time. This was about 4 months ago. I had just got my promotion at work. I knew I was gonna have to do a lot of training. I wasn't gonna be home a lot, working from home a lot. So like taking on a puppy at that time felt like it was gonna be a lot. So I decided to pass on that. About 1.5 months later, she messaged me back saying that unfortunately she was retiring from her breeding program and that she won't have any more pups. She had like 1 left out of the breeding group, and just it wasn't one that we wanted, unfortunately, so it didn't work out. And then on my California trip, I was literally on the plane and just scrolling Facebook, and I had seen that she had posted the dog we're going to get today. Her name is Ivy. Ivy is 11 and a half months. I think she turns a year sometimes in December. I don't have her exact birth date, but as soon as I have it, I'll let you guys know. So she had posted her up and, you know, was just saying since she's retiring, Ivy was going to be a part of her breeding program, so she was going to be a mom. But since she's retiring, she no longer needs her, and you know, she was unfortunately going to be selling her. We got her for a really good deal. The breeder that we go to, I wish she kept going because the quality of her dogs are great. She's awesome. Like, communication has been amazing throughout this entire process, before. You know, we really appreciate her and everything she's done for us. But going back to what our initial plan was, to get a second dog so they can kind of have a companion. Never had 2 dogs before. Brittany's never actually had pets her entire life growing up, so it's all new to her too. But it was just something that we always wanted. So the initial thought was, hey, why don't we see if we can get, well, not my initial thought, but my wife's was, see if we can get a litter out of them and breed them, at least try it once. I didn't like the idea because it's a lot of work. Yeah, it probably pays well, but at the same time, it's just not something I was willing to do. We did the family tree bloodline thing with the breeder. It come to find out it was actually Cooper's niece, and also because she's Dapple, she's Dapple in Cooper's Dapple. She said there's some kind of like 25% chance that like something can happen or something like that. Like, you're not supposed to mix Dapple with Dapple, I guess. Anyways, it's all well for me because I didn't really want to do it anyways. As much as like little miniature dachshund puppies, are great, they're cute, I didn't want to have to go through with all that. It's a lot of work. Yeah, so that leads us to today. She was very transparent with us. So last week we were actually supposed to pick her up, but literally the day before we were about to leave, she messaged me saying that she was noticing like her kind of pick up her back leg a little bit. So there was a little bit of concern there. Immediately she messaged us. She was like, hey, this is what's going on. I'll monitor, tonight. If you guys want in the morning, then we can figure out things if you want to come pick her up or if you want to leave her for another week so I can monitor her, which was great. She was very, forthcoming and straightforward with that. Any other person, might have just been like, hey, screw it, like, your problem now, So she took care of it. She actually took Ivy to the vet on Wednesday, and full good slate of health. Everything is fine. Everything checked out. Said she was just, it was weird, like she was just picking up her back leg as she ran a little bit, so she's not sure if maybe she sprained it or like, walked wrong. I have no idea. She checked her for bruises, bumps, no cuts. Her paws are fine. So we're all good now. We're gonna go pick her up. It's about a 4-hour drive, and then I gotta drive 4 hours back. I mentioned she's about to be a year old, so we skipped the whole puppy phase, which is great. She's great with other dogs because she's been around other dogs. Cooper is generally fine with other dogs. Like, he'll bark at them, but I mean, he's been with my mom's dog. She's got a Yorkie, and he's always the one to play. Milo's not really a nice one sometimes, so they get like a little aggressive with each other. And they're 2 boys, so like, I don't know, I heard boys and girls, usually mix better. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. I know my wife is excited. My daughter's excited. I just can't wait to get her home and see how her and Cooper interact. And, hopefully it's great. And, they have tons of fun with each other. It's going to be an experience for sure. I got a lot of training to do. Again, she knows how to sit. She does go outside to potty. They have a doggy door. We don't have a doggy door here, but, I take Cooper out, probably like 4 to 5 times a day. We have a very big backyard, so they can run around and play and everything, but so she's pretty much potty trained. She said she doesn't really go in the house. She just goes outside when, as she feels that she needs to. So that's gonna be a little bit of adjustment, obviously, but we skipped the puppy thing. I think that's I keep going back to that because that's the biggest thing. If you ever had a puppy before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Chewing up them shoelaces and chewing on everything, and just be honestly, they're goofy. I love puppies, honestly. But it's a lot of work. That's all it is, what it comes down to. So, I don't know. I was gonna say something else. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. It's way too early right now for me on the weekend. It is. I got up at 6. Right now it's 7 o'clock. So we're trying to hit the road so we can get there before. I want to get there before noon so we can get back before 5. That's the plan right now. So you have a couple stops on the way back, obviously, with the dog, and We got to get some food on the way there too. So, but I will see you guys in a little bit. My wife's calling me now. I got to go pull up to pick her up, and we'll stay tuned. Let me know your thoughts below. Hold on here. Let me know your thoughts below. Like, comment, subscribe. If you ever had 2 dogs before, let me know your experience. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you have a miniature dachshund? Did you want one? Do you have questions about it? Just let me know. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. And it's not. Got about an hour left. We're almost there. Can't wait to get there and get back. You okay, Ivy?
Biggie.
What you do, Coop?
She's so confused. She's with this, with this, with this, with this. Wanna go? You ready to go and see who that is?
That's your Theo.
That's her uncle.
That's your Theo.
That's her uncle.
That's your Theo. Okay. It's a long drive, I know.
All right. So she's been amazing. Her name was originally Ivy. I don't even know where to start. So the first couple of days were kind of rough. Anytime you get a new dog in the house, you know, it takes time for them to adjust, the current dog to adjust, for me to adjust. So we're all adjusting. So the first couple of days were, you know, they're kind of not rough. She's crate trained, so well, not really crate trained, but she kind of lived in like a big area that was like gated in or whatnot inside our house. So she's used to kind of being locked up, I guess you can call it, but we keep them in the crate because it's the safest for them, so they're not roaming around the house getting into mischief. I don't know if you guys know about dachshunds, but they're very smart, and I just didn't want to take that risk with them. So they're both in the crate during the day. Cooper's crate had to be moved next to hers because he was whining like crazy, thinking that he's getting replaced, obviously, and then she was whining, so it just made sense to put them together. Honestly, after that first night, the first night, she was great. She slept right through the night. She was really skittish and scared, which is normal for a new dog. But she's been awesome. She hasn't peed or pooped in the crate, which is great. She's a year old. Me and my wife really wanted to skip the puppy stage, because if you ever had a puppy, it's a lot of work. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself because I didn't look back at that last video that I just showed you guys. So, but we really wanted to skip the puppy stage, and she's been amazing. Honestly, everything that we can ask for. She goes outside. The first couple of days, like, she had a couple accidents in the house. Then we started taking Cooper out and her together, and since then, like, she just picked up right on it. No more accidents in the house. I mean, it's amazing. So not have to worry about that. So she's great. She's eating really well. She was like a really, really big cuddle bug the first couple of days, and since then she kind of turned not into a menace, but her and Cooper just run around the house, and I'll show some clips here of them running around the house playing with each other, roughhousing like crazy. I don't know what's normal because I've never had 2 dogs, but there's been some times where I'm like, oof, you guys, like, no, like, you know, nobody's like whining or anything like that, or making any noises, but they're roughhousing pretty bad. She's biting his ear, he's biting her ear. They're jumping on each other. having the zoomies around the house, going underneath the table. I mean, and then outside, like once one barks, they both bark. And I don't know, dachshunds' barks are pretty obnoxious, we'll say. But I have no complaints of getting her. Her name was originally Ivy when we got her, and we were gonna leave it. We wanted to try some different names, just kind of see how it felt. I tried Lucy for a little while because I like Lulu, so I wanted to call it Lulu for short, but she just didn't feel or seem like a Lucy to me. And then I ended up telling my wife, like, hey, what do you think about like Chloe or like Nala? Nala from Lion King. And my wife was kind of like, Nala's cute, but she's like, I don't know, because I mean, I don't know. I feel like we wanted something unique, right? Nala is like kind of something that like a lot of people give their dogs, you know, that are brown or light tan that look like the Lion King, you know. So we wanted something a little bit more unique. So Chloe was the other one. I really like Chloe. But we kind of scrapped that whole idea. We put names in the hat. We were drawing them out of the hat. We asked ChatGPT. Like we were flipping coins. We were doing everything that you can imagine. But my wife was just like, you know what, like give me a little bit. I'm gonna scour the internet. So she came up with Callie, Callie, and that's her name now. So her name is Callie. We call her Callie Girl for short. Ironically, we figured this out afterwards, is that I actually committed to getting Callie when I was 30,000 feet up in the air flying to California. So even though her name is not spelled C-A-L-I, it's C-A-L-L-I-E, it's ironic that it sounds just like Callie when I was, yeah. And what's even crazier is that our dog Cooper, mind you, Cooper's name was chosen well before I knew where we were going to get him. When I seen the pictures of him, we had picked out the name Cooper. And Cooper is actually from Cooperstown, New York. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a very big baseball fan. The Baseball Hall of Fame is in Cooperstown. So very ironic that both of their names have some kind of story behind them. Pretty cool, kind of corny. Yeah, you let me know down below in the comments. I don't know. But she's been amazing. That's really what we've been up to kind of the last couple weeks here. We got her the weekend before Thanksgiving. So it's been, I think this is our third week with her now. No, we're in December. So it is 2.5 or 3 weeks. I can't remember what it is, honestly. It's all blended together. And the sun is so bright right now. But what else was I gonna say here? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm running kind of late here, and I really got to get to work so I can badge in and then go to this event. Yeah, she's been really great. Zero complaints with her. The reason why my throat is raspy, I'll get back to that now, is Thanksgiving was amazing. Food was great. I have a history of GERD/acid reflux, and Thanksgiving was fine, but Friday night into Saturday had Thanksgiving leftovers. For all Friday night, I had really bad acid reflux, and I only take my acid meds like when I'm really feeling crummy, which is not often. Honestly, it's maybe like, I don't know, 5 times a year, if that now. Like I used to get it more often, but since then, like I really got everything under control. So, but it really the entire Friday night, like into Saturday, I could not sleep at all. It was just acid just kept coming up. Eventually in the morning, I took the dogs out. It was about, I don't know, 6:30 in the morning on Saturday. I'm on like 1 hour of sleep, and I ended up having I had a puke. I haven't puked in a really long time. It sucked. Obviously, I don't know who likes puking, but it was awful. And it was just stomach acid that was just coming up. Sorry if you're queasy. But yeah, I mean, that's all it was. And it burned the hell out of my throat. And since then, I've just been a little bit like raspy, kind of hoarse. But once I did that, I was actually fine. I felt 200 times better. Outside of the fact that my throat was on fire. Yeah, so if you're wondering why I sound a little hoarse, maybe I don't sound hoarse. I don't know if the audio or the mic is picking that up. It's coming through or not, but yeah, so again, I apologize for you guys. I know I had put on the feed there that, you know, I was in Puerto Rico and I couldn't wait to share the video with you guys. I again apologize to you. I apologize to myself. I really not apologize to myself. What am I talking about? I need to get on myself about doing it. I feel like maybe it'll make it the depression better. I hope it doesn't make it worse, but beautiful time over there. I love this so much. So for those of you that don't know, I'm also Puerto Rican. So like going to Puerto Rico, and this is my first time being there, was just absolutely amazing. The people, the food, my culture, just the beaches, the food. The food was amazing. I think that's like the biggest thing. It was like the food was just, it was absolutely amazing. The people were amazing. I don't want to spoil too much, but we got some permanent souvenirs, and you can take some guesses down below in the comments what that is. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know your thoughts below on this video. Again, I'll have that Puerto Rico video out soon. And let me know if you guys have seasonal depression or know anybody who has seasonal depression. And it might not just be somebody that lives in cold weather. You can be in warm weather too and get seasonal depression. I don't know. I mean, you know, if it's 80, 90 degrees all the time and then all of a sudden it's, you know, 50, or I don't know how cold it would get in certain areas, but can happen there too. So appreciate you guys. Hope you guys all have a great day, great week, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.